Welcome to Day 8 of our 10-day stay on MicroTech, where we tried to perform a different gameplay activity each day, all centered around a single planet. This is all spurred by a recent conversation CIG has had about wanting to stimulate more planet-centric gameplay that keeps players closer to a single planetary body before feeling like they have to move on. To remind people of that discussion, here's what they had to say about it.
Because we want to try and regulate some of the distances that these ships can travel, because we're starting to think about that new player experience a lot more, and how do we keep people a little closer to maybe their starting planet for a little bit longer, right?
Are we ready to start day 8 of our series?
Absolutely. Let's get going. So each day we perform a different activity for several hours, a minimum of 2, but usually much more, to see if there's enough gameplay of a single activity to support doing it long term. To keep with the planet-centric experience, we're limiting our range to just the planet of MicroTech and its immediate moons. I really enjoyed that last episode of FPS Combat Moby, and the new AI behavior was really nice.
Yes, the blind firing, ducking, hiding behind cover, and general responsiveness kept us on our toes.
So what's in store for us today?
We are branching out a bit today and exercising some of the MMO nature of the game.
Really? What are we gonna do?
I picked up a service request from a mole pilot that's looking for experienced mining laser operators to fully crew his mole. He has even hired a fighter escort to ensure the crew's safety and ultimate payment.
Sounds like he's got it all well coordinated and understands that the verse is getting more dangerous with each update. Where do we need to go?
His crew is to assemble at the new Babbage spaceport at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and await the boarding call.
It's almost that time now. We need to get going. So how will we be paid?
He is going to use the new player-to-player money transfer for his party.
Nice! We'll get to see that feature.
Crew of the Mole 4, please report to Hangar 3. Please report to Hangar 3. Crew of the Mole 4.
That's us, guys.
I've never been on board and interfaced with a mole. This will be exciting.
Just remember, this isn't our ship, so you better keep your circuits to yourself.
Can I play with the power distribution?
No!
Can I turn off the shields and see if the captain notices?
No!
Can I?
No to whatever it is. You just better behave.
Chuck Mill, you settled into that turret yet? About to jump in it now. I got people on the back seat there. Nice. We could use the luck.
Those are the two guys hired as our escort, the Cutlass pilot and his turret gunner.
All right, let's go up to the crew deck and hold tight for a second, and we'll discuss, go through the agreement again. All right, so 3 stations. Owerth, you got the front station. Geo and George, I'm just going to call you George short. You guys pick a side. You're going to be on my side gunners, or side laser guys. Minimum you're going to make is 2,000 each. That's win, lose, or draw. That'll come out of my pocket. If we've got an escort, I'm paying them 25% of the haul to keep us safe. And then each of you will get 15%. The rest of it will go to me to take care of the ship costs and future upgrades and things like that. Any questions that are suitable to everybody? All right. So if anyone wants to come up and sit up front, more than welcome to. Anyone else, go ahead and help yourself to whatever's back there. Escort 1 will be coming out of Hangar 3.
Captain, I'm gonna go ahead and cover your 6.
So sweetie, explain something to me. 2,000 credits seems kind of low for an experienced mining operator like yourself.
Well, as I understand it, the 2,000 credits is a minimum. So if we crash the ship just coming out of the hangar, or we get a 30K, he's going to pay us 2,000 credits just for our effort of assembling and getting on the ship. It's quite possible we could make a lot more. It could be 5,000 credits or 25,000 credits. We'll just have to see what kind of ores we pick up.
Ask him what kind of rocks we're looking for on this trip.
So what kind of rocks are we looking for on this trip, Captain?
Anything at this point would be good, because one of those scumbags in the maintenance bay salvaged the quantum drive out of this thing.
Locked and loaded, Captain. Sweet. Go ahead and traverse to the side to make sure it's functioning correctly. We got a full 360 movement. Well done. Systems check confirmed.
Hey, escort, did you hear our status?
You're having quantum issues.
Yeah, looks like someone scalped my quantum drive. So we're gonna do some local, try to do something here, get what we can.
I love this idea of staying on the planet and mining whatever we can find.
It's a cluster of rocks.
Oh,
It's a
cluster.
Okay, got it.
Big cluster.
Nice.
Maybe about
That
7, 8
visibility.
rocks. Diamond. Oh, diamonds 26%. That's good eats.
Diamonds again. Laranite,
Are you good?
18% almost. I need help with the Laranite.
Okay, let me move
Yeah,
over to
I
the
help.
Fahrenheit then. Think a little closer, Captain. Move us on in.
A little bit too far.
How's that?
Oh, we're getting a little nudge on it, just a little bit. Move us a little closer. Okay, we're getting good movement.
Okay, I will adjust my meter.
Getting there.
Yep, we're moving it good. Nice and steady. And these are 3 arbor heads, right?
Yeah, this is the standard breakout.
Okay, that's what you need. You need 3. Now I know why you hired 3 miners. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to understand the multi-crew gameplay. It's lots of collaboration among the players, chit-chat and dialogue, and being part of a coordinated team. It's a very different experience than the prior 7 days on MicroTech, where we performed all the activities alone.
For sure, Moby. And it's a big part of the Star Citizen experience and why a lot of these big ships exist, so you can pull people together and have this kind of multi-crew inter-player experience. I mean, I know a lot of people have talked about fully manning their reclaimer or carrick with NPCs, but you're going to miss out on a lot of this kind of interaction that happens amongst the players.
I saw a shield flicker. You guys okay?
Yep. Still doing good. Shields are holding.
I had to get in and be a part of the fun, and just sent the captain a low fuel warning.
Remember, at about 35%, you figure we got probably less than 4 or 5 minutes before I'm going to have to call us and head us back to base. If it's 25% of something or better, take it.
All right, we're just going to grab up the rest. That was a
Yeah,
900 mass corundum, all 100%.
that's perfect.
Time to step on the gas pedal, huh?
Yeah. Hey, Escort 1, I'm going to have to bring us to the Commons.
Not a problem.
Which way we looking at here?
Follow me in. I just passed into the armistice zone, so you guys should be there in a moment.
Hey, Escort, I know that was a quiet run, but with us mining this close to MicroTech, that was probably worthwhile.
Yeah.
It was actually more hair-raising than you think. The chances of us meeting an opportunist this close, they could stumble across us real easy.
He's right. We were mining only a few kilometers outside of New Babbage. Having an escort was vital in that scenario. It was a good call by the captain considering he had no quantum drive. For you viewers, you'd like to know that the captain turned in the unrefined ore for a total of 43,870 alpha UEC. At 15% per laser operator, that comes to 6,580 alpha UEC each. The escort team received about 10,500 alpha UEC. Now let's listen into the post-mining operation discussion and see what the players thought of the experience.
Realistically, that, if you look forward in the game, you've been playing, you're not even in your own ship. You've logged out in the bed in this guy's mole, and you just come into the game for 1 hour. You mine for a little bit, hang out with your mates.
Yeah, anytime you need another crew member for your mining trip, let me know.
Next time I'll bring a quantum drive.
It was good you didn't have one, actually. It kind of added some spice. I
Yeah.
like it.
It did.
Absolutely. But, that was cool. I mean, I could easily see someone, taking a job aboard a big ship, playing a role. There's not a lot of pressure. There's multiple people. You've got defense. It's someone else's ship. They're taking the risk. You're not paying for fuel, repairs, none of that. And you're just, like I said, just hanging out with people and doing stuff in the verse. That seems like something you could do long term.
Because that wasn't a massive haul, but it shows you're not going to get super rich if you're going to pay your crew members.
No.
It's going to be a steady grind. I mean, you're going to have to work. Like, I chose a percentage of the funds so that they were really had to get me back as an escort. If I had just paid them a lump sum, I could have paid them half up front. Or they could ask for half up front. They could just bump me off as soon as I leave the sector. I mean, there's no reason for them to wait around. They could salvage the ship for more money. So percentage of profit, it's going to be interesting how you do it.
Yeah, I think that's more the way to go. Because like you said, somebody might just take, the half up front and run.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could have stumbled across, we found a little bit of laranite, but, we could have stumbled across a couple of really sweet rocks and, easily double that. And if you look ahead, you think, okay, this was mining at MicroTech, but if the mole is maybe better suited for asteroids, you go out, you hunt for maybe slightly better rocks, or like you said, we weren't taking 100%. We were just kind of settling for what we could get. So that was a very modest run. And, with the refining decks, you go to a space station, you don't even have to re-enter atmosphere. You sell off, people log out in the ship, and when you come back in the next session, there you are, ready to go again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It actually wasn't bad. You could do 10 runs. Let's say you did 10 runs at 6,000 each. You make 60,000 as a crew member. In probably a day and a half.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah. And they said we were actually pretty highly crewed because we have, 2 guys in the escort ship, and all that kind of stuff. So, it was, I think if a person were to kind of even minimize their crew size a little bit, their staff, obviously we can just like somebody and,
Yeah, you could. Well,
shove them out the airlock and, glean a little bit more off the top.
That's right.
My thanks go out to the good people of Reed for helping make this video possible. And don't forget to check out the Reedcast podcast, available at the link in the description.